Hello everyone, welcome back to the C programming tutorials. These tutorials are brought to you by ZDUP Technologies. In this video, we are going to see what is a structure in C, and then we are going to create a structure for ourselves. So let us start with the video. So first of all, I have created a new project by the name of structures, and I am in the main.c file of this structures project. So let us just clear up this hello world printf statement from here. And first of all, let us understand that what is a structure. So a structure is a data type, and it can contain the data that belongs to different data types. So we have learnt about the arrays, right? And we saw that array is a collection of homogeneous data type. Like if we created an integer array, all the elements in that array are of integer type. So structure is also a kind of an array, but it can contain elements of different data types. Like if we create one structure, it can contain some integer elements, some character elements, some string elements, and some floating point numbers as well. So a structure is similar to that of an array, and we can contain different type of elements in a structure. So a simple usage of a structure is in the place where we want to store the data that is of different types. For example, if you are working in a company, you may want to store your employee record. Now, most common fields in an employee record may contain like the employee ID, the name of the employee, the department of the employee, number of sales or the total amount of sales done by the employee, etc., or the salary of the employee. So for that purpose, we need different data types like integers, characters, strings, etc. So for this purpose, a structure could be used. Another example is like for a student record. In a university, the student records are stored in the form of a structure. Like you can store the ID of the student, name of the student, and the percentage. So these are the three most common fields or the marks that can be stored of the student via a structure, right? So let's see that how can we create a structure in C. So for that, what we need to do is, first of all, we need to make sure one thing, that a structure is declared outside a main function. Like the array, it was declared inside the main function, but the structure is declared outside the main function. So you need to step out of the main function to declare a structure. And for declaring a structure, we need a keyword known as struct. So when you write the struct keyword, C compiler knows that the next thing you are going to do is actually declare a structure, right? Now, after struct, you can just provide the name of the structure. So in our case, it is going to be student, like this. And that's it. That's actually how you can name your structure. But in order to just create it, what do you need to do is you need to specify its elements. Okay. So for that, we need to use a curly braces like this. And within these curly braces, we can easily specify that what elements do we need in the structure. So we are expecting an ID, which is of integer type, int ID. Then we are expecting the name of the student. So it's going to be a character array. Let's just create a name of 20 characters. That's simple. And then in the float, we are going to store the percentage of the student. So PER, that's it. So these are the three different types of elements which are contained in a structure called student, and we are able to access them whenever we call this structure student. Okay. So that's very simple. That's how you can just declare a structure in C. Now let's see that how can we use this structure. So in order to use this structure, what do you need to do is come inside your main function. And here simply, the first thing that you need to do is create a structure variable. So how can you create a structure variable? To create a structure variable, you need to first write the keyword struct once again. That means that you are going to create a structure variable or a variable for a structure. Okay. Now, what is the name of the structure for who you want to create a variable? That's going to be student in our case. So let's just write student. Then put a space, and now you need to give the name of the variable which is going to be acting as a structure variable. So let's just write S1. That's a pretty simple name. That's it. That's how you can just create a structure variable for yourself inside the main function. Now, how can you use this variable? So that is declaring structure variable. Now, how to use the structure variable? So in order to use the structure variable, what do we need to do is, first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to initialize all the three fields, and then we are going to print the value of these three fields. Okay, so how can we initialize it? To initialize it, what do we need to do is use the structure variable, then put a dot. This dot is known as the dot operator. Okay, and after putting the dot, you might see that these three fields are available to us, that is the ID, name and percentage, which we have declared over here. Now you can use any one of them. So first of all, I'm going to use ID, and let's just initialize it with the ID 1. Second time, I'm going to use the name, but this name could not be used like this. In order to initialize the name or provide it with a name, you need to use strcpy function or the string copy function. Okay, now what we're going to do over here is, first of all, provide s1.name, and in this name what we are going to copy, so whatever you want to copy or whatever name you want to provide, you can just write it in double quotes. Okay, so suppose we provide John. Okay, and then you can just put a semicolon, and the third one is a percentage, so s1.per, that's you can just do it directly, so that's 98.45%. okay, no need to provide the mod sign. Okay, so this is the initialization of the structure elements or the structure fields. Now the question is, how can we actually use these values? We have already initialized them, but it is of no importance to us if we cannot use them. So let's just write some of the printf statements to use them. The first thing we are going to do is write the ID equals mod d. Why mod d? Because that is a integer variable we are expecting. That is the ID of the student, so s1.id. That's how you can actually refer to this ID variable wherever you want by writing the structure variable, putting a dot operator and the field. Then we are going to write in the next line the name, and this time it's going to be mod s because it is a string or a character array, that is s1.name, and the third thing is going to be the percentage, so mod n percentage equals, since it's a float, so mod f, and after writing it we want a mod sign as well, so this is going to be s1.per. That's it. Okay, so let's just compile it and see what happens. We've got the output ID 1, name John, percentage 98.449997. So that's how it works. That's how you can just simply print them. Okay, now there is one method. This is the first method of declaring a structure variable. There is another method actually of how you can declare a structure variable, and that is over here. Right, when we have just defined the structure, we can just provide a structure variable here only. Suppose we provide s2 over here, then s2 is another valid structure variable. Okay, so in order to use it, I'm just going to copy this whole stuff and print it over here. Now instead of s1, we're just going to convert it into s2. ID will be 2, name, let's just create Joe, and the percentage for s2 is going to be something different, say 78.00. okay, and then let's just copy this whole printf statements as well. and paste it over here. So it's going to be like \n student2, again \n, and everything, but with the help of second student variable. So it would just print out whatever it is for the second variable. Now let's just compile it and run it. So that's student1 details, student2, and the details for student2. So two methods of declaring a structure variable is first inside the main function like this, or the second one right where you have declared this structure right over here. So that's all about the structures in C. Thanks for watching.